Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, so let's talk about some seriously explosive rumors that are making the rounds in NFL circles, specifically about a potential blockbuster move that could shake up the NFC East and reshape the Giants' future in a big way. Word on the street is that the Los Angeles Rams, currently sitting at 9-3 and making a playoff push, are exploring a bold trade for none other than Davante Adams. Yes, the same Adams who's been a route-running maestro, a true yardage machine, and one of the most reliable wide receivers in the league. Now, the Rams, despite their impressive record, are dealing with some cap space issues, about $11 million in 2025, and are looking to make some strategic moves to stay competitive without compromising their future. This means they're willing to part with Adams, a player who's proven time and again that he can be a game changer, especially in clutch moments. The negotiations, as reported, are leaning towards a second-round pick in 2026, which is surprisingly reasonable for a player of Adams' caliber. The Rams are also focusing on younger talent and transitioning their defense, so it makes sense that they're willing to shake things up to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive. For the Giants, this could be a game changer. They're currently sitting at 2-11, struggling with consistency on offense, averaging around 21. 5 points per game, which is frankly not enough to compete in today's NFL. Adding a player like Adams with his experience and skill set could elevate their offensive game to a new level. Adams has a career total of 921 receptions, over 0 yards, and more than 70 touchdowns. In the 2025 season, through 12 games, he's put up impressive numbers. 52 catches on 99 targets for 689 yards, averaging 13. 3 yards per reception and 14 touchdowns. His PFF grade of 89. 8 is elite, and he's proven to be a red zone beast, with over 400 yards after catch and a knack for making tough catches in tight coverage. What makes Adams particularly appealing for the Giants is his ability to provide that veteran presence they desperately need. Imagine Daniel Jones with a proven weapon like Adams. His yards per route would skyrocket, possibly adding around 100 yards to the Giants' total receiving yardage. And it's not just about raw numbers. Adams would bring a level of consistency and reliability that could help the Giants develop their young core and bring a sense of stability to their offense. Especially considering that in 2024, he's projected to gain over 200 yards more than their current top receivers, and his EPA per pass is +2. 1 yards, which is a significant boost. The potential impact on the Giants' playoff aspirations cannot be overstated. With Adams, the offense would instantly become more dangerous, especially in the red zone, where veteran precision makes all the difference. His ability to create mismatches, think about the kind of trouble he'd cause for defenses, could open up more opportunities for others, and more importantly, boost the team's chances in close games. The Giants need that kind of playmaker, someone who can step up in key moments and deliver when it matters most. Looking at the bigger picture, the odds of the Giants making a deep playoff run could improve dramatically with a player like Adams on board. Right now, their Super Bowl odds are around +50, which is pretty long, but with Adams, those odds could tighten considerably, potentially moving to +18, or even better if they can close the deal. His impact in the red zone, especially during playoff time, could be the difference maker that pushes the Giants over the top and into the championship conversation. Of course, there are some factors to consider. The Giants are still trying to figure out the right pieces to complement Daniel Jones and the young offensive line. Adding Adams would require some cap maneuvering, but given the potential upside, it might be worth it. The key is whether the Giants' front office believes they're ready to make that leap, and whether they can negotiate a deal that benefits both sides. If they pull this off, it would send a clear message to the league. The Giants are not just building for the future, but they're also ready to contend now. In terms of team dynamics, bringing Adams into the fold would instantly elevate the offense's overall talent level. It would send a message to other NFC teams that the Giants are serious about competing and not content with just developing young players. It could also have a ripple effect on their draft strategy, perhaps shifting focus toward bolstering the offensive line or adding more playmakers on defense to complement the new offensive firepower. The Giants' coaching staff, led by Brian Daboll, would certainly have a lot of fun designing schemes that maximize Adams' strengths, a true route-running maestro who can win at all levels of the field. And let's not forget the long-term implications. If the Giants manage to land Adams, it could spark a new era of success, rekindling the franchise's winning tradition that's been somewhat dormant lately. With a veteran like Adams and the right supporting cast, the team could evolve into a powerhouse that challenges the division rivals, Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys, on a consistent basis. It's the kind of move that could lay the groundwork for a sustained Super Bowl window, especially if Daniel Jones continues to develop and the defense remains stout. Now, of course, there's always the question of whether this trade will actually happen. The Rams are in a tricky cap situation, and their focus on building for the future might limit their willingness to part with Adams unless the terms are just right. However, given the market and the urgency to keep their Super Bowl window open, a deal might be closer than many think. For the Giants, it's about whether they're willing to make that bold move, sacrificing a future draft pick for a proven playmaker who can be the centerpiece of their offense for years to come. In conclusion, if the Giants manage to pull off this trade, it would be a statement move, a clear signal that they're all in on making a serious Super Bowl run this season. Adams' veteran presence, combined with the young talent and coaching scheme, could finally give the Giants the offensive firepower they've been missing. It's an exciting time to be a fan, and if this move comes to fruition, we might just be witnessing the start of a new chapter in Giants history, one where a Super Bowl is not just a dream, but a real possibility. The journey toward that trophy could get a lot more interesting with Adams in the blue and white. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Adams will end up in MetLife Stadium? How would his presence change the team's chances this season and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. We're on the edge of something exciting, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. For now, keep that passion alive, and let's see if this bold move becomes a reality. Because if it does, the Giants might just be on their way to something special, something big. Stay loyal, stay loud, and as always, go Giants.